Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would take you guys along with me on my busiest uni day, and this particular morning I decided to go to uni a little bit earlier since it can be sometimes quite hard to find a spot to study on campus now since all the classes are back in person, so there are definitely a lot more people. I also like to use the time before class just to revisit some of my notes from the lectures, because sometimes I watch the lectures at the beginning of the week and my classes are at the end of the week, so by the end of the week I've kind of already forgotten what was covered in the lecture, so just rereading over those notes helps to jog my memory and make sure that I come to class prepared. Another thing is, if there is something that you've been procrastinating, what I like to do is just show up a little bit earlier before class and get that thing started. So for example, if there is an assignment that's due next week and I just found that I haven't had any time or I just haven't started the assignment yet, sometimes I'll just go 30 minutes before class and then I will make a start on the assignment, even if it is something just very little, because I just find that when I revisit the assignment again, it's a lot easier to start when I'm not staring at a blank page, and it also feels a little bit less intimidating. Hello everyone, I just finished my morning tutorial and I'm about to have lunch now, but I have had not a great morning. I totally lost my student ID and I might need to get a replacement one. And then I forgot to bring cutlery for lunch, so then I had to go and find cutlery, but now I have a fork and I made lunch again this week and I'm so excited. So I just made myself some rice, some pumpkin and potatoes, spam and some iceberg lettuce. Hello everyone, I am currently now walking to my next class. This is the one that I got lost going to last week, so hopefully I don't get lost again. It's such a pretty day today though, so yeah. I am now in class waiting for the class to start, and yeah, it's going to be a long class, I think. We currently have a 10-minute break before the class resumes. Hello everyone, I am currently going on my weekly grocery shopping trip, and I definitely have a lot to get this week because last week I used up all my groceries, so this week is kind of like yeah, starting over, so I need to get quite a lot of things this week. As I said, I think in one of my previous vlogs, I usually do grocery shopping once a week, and then sometimes I will get it twice. So the second time will be kind of just topping up on a couple of things, but I do one big one. Hello everyone, I am back home now, so I thought I would share what I ended up getting. To start off, I just got a loaf of bread from Baker's Delight for breakfast, some eggs because I'm almost out of those, alfoil, and then I got an eggplant because I saw this recipe on Instagram for eggplant unagi and it looked so good, so I kind of wanted to try it out. And in here I just got some sweet potatoes and potatoes because I go through those really fast. A pumpkin, tomatoes and iceberg lettuce. And also I got some spring onions and I want to see if I can actually grow them myself this time. So I'm just going to cut off the ends and put them in water and see if they'll grow, but hopefully they do. And also I just want to say, like, I'm realizing how much plastic bags like you use when you go grocery shopping. There are a couple ways that you can reuse them. Either you can bring the ones that you use if you have back when you go grocery shopping. I just put them in a bag so they're really easy to carry and they're super light as well. The other way, which I do more often, is actually to use them as rubbish bags. So rather than buying actual bags to put my rubbish in, I just put them in these ones so that they're not really just like going in the bin as soon as you get home. This is what I'm having for lunch today. They're a new brand of dumplings that I've never tried before, so I'm excited to try it out since I can't really be bothered to make homemade ones at the moment. But I'm not sure if they're going to be salty, so I just added some sesame oil and I didn't add any soy sauce or vinegar or anything like that. These are really good. I definitely recommend, and I think it's just good to have things at home that you can make really quick and easily. Like, there are some days that you just can't be bothered to cook, and also some days where you just don't have the time. So having things like this that you can make really quick is really good to have. So this is what I got from IKEA. It is just like a computer monitor stand thing, and it's got like a drawer as well with like sections, which is pretty nice. But before I was just using one of those acrylic ones, but it kind of squashed it, which I should have thought through, so I ended up getting this one. But you can kind of see how the top one just doesn't have a gap, and then this one does. That was because it was squished by my computer, so yeah. This is what the setup looks like now, but it looks so good and I love it. It matches kind of my lamp as well, which is really nice, but yeah. Hello everyone, I thought I would do a little bit of a Q&A since I haven't done one of those in a while, and so I just asked you guys some questions on Instagram, and yeah, we'll just hop right into it. But the first one I got a lot was, which uni are you at? And I don't think I've ever really mentioned it before, but I go to Melbourne Uni and I am currently in my second year. What inspired you to start your Studygram and vlogs? So I kind of started my Studygram because I wanted to share some of the things that I was going through, and also some of the things that I learned. So I definitely went through a period where I was looking at like my high achieving friends and just thinking like, oh my god, how do they do so many co-curriculars and also do well in studying, and like they just look like they have their whole lives together, and I was just low-key struggling the entire time. So yeah, if you followed me for a while, you would have probably seen that there was definitely a period of time where my stories were just me being completely overwhelmed. But I just felt a little bit alone because it was also during COVID and majority of my friends were interstate, so I kind of just wanted to share some of the things I was going through, and also show like students who do well in school also go through kind of the same things a lot of the time, even if they don't look like they do. And yeah, that's definitely something I've come to learn since yeah, my friends that I thought were totally having everything together were actually going through a lot of the same things I was going through. So just goes to show that sometimes, you know, everyone looks like they have their lives together, but really we don't. But yeah, my Studygram kind of made me feel a lot closer to them, and also like they'd reach out and be like, oh, I'm going through the exact same thing, or I totally understand how you feel, and I just kind of hope that I would be that person for some of you guys as well. On the topic of Studygrams, I also got asked how I schedule my posts. So I post on Instagram twice a week now, so on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then I post on YouTube on Sundays. But yeah, tips for year 12. I was just talking to my friend about this, I think either yesterday or 2 days ago, who's in year 12 now, but I would say my main tip for year 12 is definitely take care of yourself. Year 12 can be super stressful. I mean, I did VCE, which is like the Victorian, oh no, I don't even know, Victorian something or other. But yeah, I did the VCE system for year 12. And yeah, just to pace yourself, because you don't want to go really fast at the beginning of year 12 and kind of just like run out of steam. Definitely take care of yourself and also pace yourself. The other one is just to create good memories. Like you don't want to go through year 12 and for life just remember how stressed you were, or like just always studying. Like that was definitely one of the things I kind of regret. I mean, I couldn't really do much at the time either because it was COVID, so like most of the time we had to stay home anyways. But I would say is definitely try to create good memories and happy memories, because yeah, you just don't want to remember year 12 as just stressful the entire time. Another question I got asked a lot was, how do I deal with bad grades, and also how do I improve my grades? And on the point of dealing with bad grades, I think like a lot of the times getting bad grades doesn't necessarily mean, you know, like that you're doing bad. I just think the education system is kind of tailored towards one type of learning and kind of like testing your knowledge. Because if you look at it, most of the assignments and things are like written like essays or like written tests and things. But I think a lot of people also would do better if it was like a speech or like if it was like a conversation, like not necessarily writing things down in a test. So yeah, I would say like just because you are getting bad grades doesn't necessarily mean that you're not smart or that you don't know or can't do well in life. Like I think definitely you can. I just think that the education system sometimes it doesn't allow different kind of learners to show what they do know. But yeah, and then on the topic of improving grades, you kind of need to look at what they're looking for and then give them exactly what they're looking for. Another one is asking for teacher feedback. This one helped me so much in English. Like, don't be scared to ask your teacher for feedback because, I mean, ultimately they are the ones marking it, and sometimes also like you miss out on things when you're reading your own essay that they might pick up on, and then you kind of start picking up on the things that they look out for, so then you can be more like, I guess, conscious when you write your next essays and things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think these are all the questions I'm gonna answer in this video. I do have a list of all the other questions that were asked, but I think I'll put them in a different video so that this one doesn't get too long. But I just wanted to say thank you to every single one of you who watches my videos or my Instagram. Like, it truly means so much to me, and yeah, like I know I'm the one usually who's giving advice and tips and things like that, but like every time I'm struggling or when I need advice, you guys are always there and like so supportive. So it truly means so much to me, and yeah, so thank you guys so much. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!